Welcome back to TubeTalk.
Welcome back to you too, Doug. Big week last week.
Huge week. Bad bit of the week though.
Well, a bit unlucky bit of the week. Actually got knocked over on the turn, so we'll wait for next start for that one. But prize money for owners for the year's now dodging 1.9 million.
Impressive.
Yeah,
Almost 2.
Yeah, it gets 2 million before the end of the season. Would be nice.
Yeah. Anyway, last week deals done right and brighter.
He did down to his last chance, very last chance, and he would turn his form around from running 13th to 14th to winning out of his grade. Nice $27,500 race. He's one of those horses, he's always had the ability, he just decides whether to turn it on or not. He handled the wet track, which was great, so another string to his bow. So we'll see what he does next time, but a repeat performance will have him winning again.
On Saturday, Mubarak's had a good win.
Excellent win, he's having a wonderful campaign, backed it up. Fantastic ride from Tommy Berry, brought up his 100th win for the season for Tommy Berry. And this horse, he'll actually drop in grade next start, but go up in weight for his next run in 2.5 weeks' time. And look, he's in for a fantastic preparation.
Also on Saturday, Wairari's Falls was a very unlucky second.
Incredibly unlucky, got blocked, couldn't get out, pushed his way out, got unbalanced, dive, just missed. Watch out for him in another 10 days' time. He is on the verge of winning in the city in Sydney.
This week on Saturday, Waikato race 8, we have Sava Peel.
We do, but she's well down the ballot, may not get a run. Her last run was actually very good. She should have run third. She was knocked over just short of the line. We're stepping her up on ground. We've given her that groundwork. She's unlikely to make the field, and she's drawn wide, which is not ideal. She's likely to go to Cambridge next Wednesday over 2,000 metres, which I really like for her. If she can draw well, I think the 2,000 metres will be right up her alley, be a really good chance. Otherwise, if she ends up running on Saturday, we're just going to have to slot her in, get her settled, and get on the back of something. But I'm really looking forward to getting her up over ground.
Next Wednesday at Doomben, we have Sacred Heart Sweet running.
Not Sacred Heart,
Sacred
Sweet.
Sweet.
We do, and look, his first couple of runs this time were good, but his last 3 have just been really battling. So he needs to be turning his form around next Wednesday, or otherwise I think it might be time to move him on, to sell him and move him on. He's certainly got the ability. He won 2 in a row last time in. He just hasn't quite put it together his last 3 runs. So hopefully we get a good draw because he can do it, and I'm really interested to see what he can do because I know he can turn his form around.
And then also at Cambridge, we have 6 horses running.
We thought we'd do a bit of a Cambridge special because we didn't have many horses running on the weekend, but we've got a big day there on the poly track.
So we'll start with Darcy Palmer.
Looks like a poly track specialist. 2 runs there for a third and a second, beaten a nose last start. Very unlucky. Couldn't get out till late. Depending on what he draws, he'll be an awfully big chance.
And then Iridani.
Another poly track specialist. She got knocked over on the turn last start. Was almost as certainly beaten. The run before, she had to go back to last. Stormed home both times. She gets half a barrier draw in the 65-15-50. She's a big chance. Only question mark being stepping up to 1,550 metres, but a win is, she's on the verge of a win.
Thread the needle.
Really good last start on the poly, running third. Really likes it. She steps up to 1,550 as well. So that's half a question mark, but I think she'll handle it and a handy draw, and she's a winning chance.
She Speeds.
She Speeds, she needs to start improving. She ran a really good third about 3 starts back. Then the last couple of runs haven't been as good. Last start, she got sort of pushed wide, made a big early run. Things didn't quite go her way. So she's back to the poly track, either 1,550 or 2,000 metres. She was unlucky on the poly track a couple of starts back when couldn't get a gap. So we should see, we want to see an improvement from her, but we certainly can with a touch more luck in running.
Shibuya Costerton.
Shibuya Costerton is probably down to her last start. She keeps running the same races where she's handy. She looms into it like she's going to win and just has a think about things. So we gear change, maiden 1,550. She certainly can win, but she needs to win. Otherwise, we can't keep running the same kind of races with her and her being there or thereabouts, but not winning. She needs Wednesday's D-Day for her. She needs to push on.
And Cubic Moon.
Cubic Moon, it's D-Day for Cubic Moon as well. She ran a nice third, and then the next couple of runs weren't so good. She was a bit unlucky on the poly last time and made good ground. So she's given herself one more chance. And so she needs to show that on Wednesday. The 1550 suits, polytrack suits. So Wednesday is her D-Day for putting her hand up, and she can. Otherwise, it'll be the time at paddock version 2.
And finally, a bit of the week at Trentham Race 1, we have Fantasy Flight.
Yeah, we do. We're going for a jumper, a hurdler. It's a restricted open hurdle. This horse is pretty good on the flat. It's won its last start in the flat. I think it was his third win on the flat. Interesting, Kevin Myers trains, and he gave it a steeplechase run earlier in the season. So it's obviously very well schooled, goes over the jumps. It's won on the flat since, so its confidence is up. It goes to the hurdling caper, Dean Parker on, taking 3 kilos off, so it's only going to carry 60 kilos. So it's a lightweight of 60 kilos against other ones carrying 67 to 69. It obviously jumps, it's obviously got a lot of flat ability. So I think it was $9, 9 to 1 I saw, so I thought it was a really nice each way bet.
$5 each way.
Each way. That's our bet of the week.
Well, that concludes TubeTalk, and we'll all see you next week.
We will. Thanks, Dougie.
Bye.
Amber Barras is pulling by together with Flomber as they straighten up now. Monsieur Sisu trying to fight off Welsh Legend. Mr. Dependable's taken the set today. Laying in under pressure the fence. Pandano winding up. And here comes Mabara's winding up right down the middle of the track. Monsieur Sisu being tackled by Mabara's wide out. Mr. Dependable the fence going between the Mr. Marathon man. Mr. Dependable being headed now by Mabara's wide out. And Tommy Barry can raise the bat for 100. Mabara's goes on